disclaimer before I actually start this video. The reason why I have a mask on, pollen, allergies, dust. My allergies are the worst during the springtime surge. But today's video, we got something special, chat. We got something special. We got ourselves unboxing and a packaging on the mail that we got. Talaria XXX. That's currently right. I got this from Lunacycle. Shout out to Lunacycle. I got myself a whole bunch of Warp 9 parts. Oh, we actually did that. I'm hoping it sounds like I'm not actually deep doing the mic, which I'm kind of am. But I have the microphone inside my mask, so. We lift this up, and then the whole thing is right in front of us. Ah! Ah! The front tire is not on. We got this. This sounds like the bolts.
You take two sides. Okay. Got it?
Yep.
Oh, you weren't even holding on?
Yep.
So bad.
I'm gonna look at how to actually put the tire on. It should be something simple. It should be like a sprocket. Before I bring this my first test drive, I want to ceramic coat this thing. Ceramic coat mainly the frame. I could definitely. Oh, it's gonna look so sweet. That titanium bolts. But yeah, I could easily ceramic coat this thing. All this ceramic coat, ceramic coat, ceramic coat the cover. I could try to get this thing PPF'd, print protection filmed. Get mainly the body and then maybe just the other stuff. Alright, I saw a video how to do it. So what you would have to do is loosen up these bolts. Get this bolt out. And then hammer it out from the other side. Held by the small ratchet. And then there should be another end that you can actually hammer it on. I gotta get my brother. Come on. What are you stuck on? There we go. Put this on there.
Alright, let go.
I just don't want that to fall. It's it's tipping.
Good.
2, 1. Thank you, everyone. So guys, we finally got the front tire on. I don't think I told you guys that, which we did. I kind of didn't show this on video, but I kind of got a little bored. Tested the handlebar, and we are giving it a good charge. So the horn, I'm gonna just say that horn is loud. That horn jump scared me. And then the headlight automatically turns on. But chat, I'm going to take the headlight out, get an ODI plate on there, and then we're going to get this little bit smaller headlights, or if not, get a headlight off of Amazon. Did you like it?
I loved it. It scared you.
You know what kind of balls you suck?
The only balls you suck is your PC part balls. Go, it's already like 75% already, going to 100. That was fast. Hi. I guess it's already fully charged, technically, off the box. Okay, so I figured out how to actually assemble the tire. Loosen these two bolts on either side. After that, loosen this bolt up. And then after that, you're going to go to this side and hit it with a mallet with an extension. Or anything that you can actually get the bolt out. Because there's a bolt right here that comes out. You can either ratchet it out, but that's probably gonna strip the threads, because I tried doing that, some of the threads are starting to strip up. You can actually put the tire on, and then what you want to do is line up your rotor on your driver's side, so it's like this. So your brake pad is rubbing against the sprocket itself, or the rotor. You ready to see it? I press this button right here.
Echo. What's the location? Hey!
She's bright.
Brake lights?
It's got a headlight on here.
Oh my goodness. The back is brake lights? Oh no.
That's the tail light.
Do it, Aaron. Do it.
Ooh.
That's loud. It is loud. That's so loud. Time to exchange some bolts. I'm changing more bolts up. Chat, what do we think? This is after titanium bolts. This is before. So I'm doing one of these subframe bolts. They have a whole bunch of stuff. Here are the parts that I currently have. I got myself the Talaria boys. Pretty much the frame titanium bolts. The stem lock bolt, I guess. We got the inner mount, the bar lift mount right here. We got 3-inch risers. We got pegs right here. What else am I missing? And then we got ourselves the center lock that for when you plug in the riser and the handbar. We got that titanium as well. The rest of the parts that should come in on Monday. So right now I'm just pretty much torquing everything to spec, changing the bolts over, change out the rotor sprockets. For example, we got motor mount titanium bolts, side covers, horn cover, power button bezel, bash plates. Well, probably tomorrow pick the for part number 2. We're transferring stuff. My dad could show me how to tighten the chain up, stuff like that. Square everything by torque everything down to spec, so I can actually master how to do this e-bike itself. Look at this. Here's the update. We changed up some of the frame bolts, changed out the controller mount, changed out the titanium controller mount, rear fender. Now we're gonna try to convert all this stuff. I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse. She's looking nice. We'll probably do the handlebar and top mount and all that stuff later. Pegs and a little bit kickstand I'm probably gonna do after I do the rear shocks. Give you guys a quick update. I fully transferred off stream. I'm not using any mics in general. I'm using the onboard camera mic itself. So I transferred over both pegs. These are the stock pegs itself. So how I transferred it over, I take off this small C clip. There's a U clip right here. Used either a pick or a flathead. And then how I transferred it over, I just used a small pick, lifted this clip up. After that, use a mallet or a hammer, tap this bolt out. After that, the hardest part was able to actually get this spacer joint up or away. I used a small pick flathead, lifted the bottom edge up, and then was able to do it. So these are the new ones. These are the Warp 9 ones. It was a little bit challenging to get this spacer or this joint out. That was my only hardest part, was to get this out. Now we are going to put these against the bike. A quick update. We did the peg brackets. We did the rear struts. We did the rear fender. We did the rear chain guard nut. I think that's how it's called. We did the kickstand. We did the seat frame, both sides. The seat frame. Tonight, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take the rear tire out. We're going to do the rear rotor. We have a couple more stuff. We have sprockets. We have the motor mount. And then we have the rear rotor. And then we got this is the handlebars. I'm stupid. I have to put these on. Frick! Oh my gosh. Oh no. The pain is suffering. So I have to take them out, put these new ones on. Oh my gosh. All right. We finally got the pegs on here, the foot pegs. So we had to transfer from the stock pegs to the new pegs. And then I got it mounted on one of these things on the brackets on the XXX. So you have to wrap a nut behind there. Should be a 15 mil nut. And I was able to do on the other side. Both things are on here. Look how aggressive they look. So I was able to put the burnt tips, the titanium blue ones on here. And then the hardest part was getting this nut behind the kickstand sensor. So I was able to get that on here. Quick update, I'm gonna skip the handbar later on. We just currently took off the headlights. The headlight that's on there, because I'm gonna replace it with the ODI plate. So how I took this headlight out, there's 2 bolts on the top. 2 bolts on the top. 1 bolt that holds right here, that holds the headlight, and then this connector. This connector, how I took this off, I pretty much just slid a small flathead and then just yoinked it up, and then the connector came out. So very easy to take this connector out, my own opinion. Just move it out the way so I don't break it. This is a freshy headlight. I could just sell this on the internet, put that on eBay. Whoever wants a free headlight. That's what she looks like. Now I'm gonna start doing the direct stat mount, do a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm gonna do this. Might as well take the headlight out, do a whole bunch of stuff. Oh look, there's my model number. So there's a couple packages in the mail. So we got ourselves a ODI number plate. We got ourselves a protective case for the touch screen itself, the startup screen. It comes with the Talaria. We got ourselves our chain guard brush to clean up the chain. And lastly, we got ourselves some titanium bolts for the stem mount that goes on the top. So, and as well, we got ourselves purple valve stem caps. And one more thing, while I was doing the spokes, these caliber bolts, these rotor bolts, I actually took out the tire, and my dad was like, you don't even need to do it. I just put the tire back on, and then actually did the bolts on the tire itself. I did that. And this one, the hardest part for this one is I don't have a number 6 Allen key. Got it out.
Yeah.
This thing. This is the OEM. If you have the star nut on here, the sunflower nut, you're gonna have to use a pry bar or a flathead. Use the pry bar. Hammer. Just keep hammering it out until this pops out. So it should come. Once you do it, like I broke it, and then I'm a little bit unorganized, but sorry about that. So now, I was watching the video where to put spacers in here. So I'm probably not gonna use the thinnest ones. I'm gonna keep those thin ones. I'm gonna space them out like how they were saying. So 1 spacer, 2 spacer, maybe 3 spacers, maybe? It's probably 3 spacers. Apply some more anti-seize. So I made mistakes. I forgot I had that titanium bolt, which I kind of forgot. So I'm gonna apply some anti-seize on the correct bolt. My bad. I think that should be enough, because it should spread out throughout the whole, through here into the hole. Get your ratchet with the Torx bit, put it in a tight setting, hold it underneath, and then you tighten it down. So I got the direct stem mount actually lined up as best as I can. I saw in the video you don't have to torque it down. I was kind of over tightening it, so I just did stuck tight. That's it. So this thing is not moving anywhere, and plus I got this as best straight as possible that I did. So I noticed you have to loosen these 3 bolts up and then tightening it down. Now we're gonna add on the bar mount. So for the bar mount, it should line up like this, and then this goes over it. I'm gonna be using titanium bolts. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do this and then we'll go from there. Alright, we just finally got the bike in order. We transferred all the handlebars over. We did this 2 inches. We set everything on tight. I did this off stream. To take the paddle grips out, I actually used the compressed air that actually came out. This part, I just had to undo the Allen bar keys. And we tightened everything up. We didn't adjust anything with the suspension. This is my first ride. My brother's first ride, technically. It's the second time. We already started it up. Hit the start button. And then we hit the start button on here. And it's able to go. We're on eco mode. And my brother's test driving it inside the house.
Don't do this at home. Alright, let's just do a little. Nice. It's pretty cool.
And then you can. They only have 2 modes: eco and sport. And then you hit this mode. You're in sport mode. So back up a little bit further back.
And it goes faster, right?
The torque, you feel the torque when you let go of the throttle. You feel it. Yeah, a vote you forward. Have so much fun.
Yep.
But the only thing is, when you're out on the road, go slow.
Exactly. Don't go fast. Think about like an actual
Motorcycle.
bicycle. No, not a motorcycle. A bicycle.
A motorcycle with that goes only 20 miles per hour. 21 to be exact.
You under the speed limit.
Yeah. I think the most I'll go is 30, but that's the most.
You can't go on the sidewalk. You have to go on the road.
You on and off.
Technically you can, but like you really shouldn't though.
Yeah. It is like right now the brakes and rotors, they don't look like it's rubbing, which I installed that right. Even the taillight's on. We're gonna install the ODI plate later on. I filled up the air. I think the front tires they should be like 32 PSI. The back is 36. Oh, I almost fell. Yo, that's crazy on sport mode. That's insane. Oh my gosh.
There's so much torque in it.
It is. Like, you wouldn't expect this thing to actually torque. Even this is eco mode. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to just stay on eco. And then once, probably like 2 months, 6 months from now, I'm going to change it to sport. But I'm just thinking this is going to be spring, fall, and summer.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you here, as like, what type of bike are you primarily going to drive it?
I'm probably going to ride this, let's say if we go to Cherry Hill Mall or something like that, we need to pick up any food. I could do it. I just had to bring a big bag with the insulator bag on it. For like the people for DoorDash. And then I'll ask the people inside if I could leave the bike inside when I'm picking up the food. Yep. And I put the car alarm on. Because
I know there's one guy that I work at. He does that. He brings his bike inside.
Oh, he leaves the e-bike inside, and he asks the security guard where he parked it.
Yeah. Sometimes they allow him to just bring it to the second floor.
Oh, through the elevator?
Yeah, through the elevator.
Yeah, that's dope. Like, we're doing some cable management. We use some Velcros to hold up all these wires. And don't mind my controller. I'm trying to see a longer screw with the controller. But now, we're going to use one of these cable sleeves. One of these cable management sleeves. Stop the recording. This is what the bike looks like. With the ODI plate. We got the wire cable management on here. The sleeves. Yes, sir. What do we think, chat? ODI plate with the cable management sleeves with the Velcro. She looking nice. She looking nice.